Hey, where are you guys? I've been waiting here for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, sorry, traffic is just really bad in our area. We'll be there in a few.
Alright, man, but hey, get this. I've needed to take a dump since like halfway through the drive over here, but like when the waiter guy finally says my table's ready and takes me over there, I ask him where the bathroom is, and he's like, the men's bathroom is broken and won't be fixed for at least another like half hour or something. So I've just been waiting here, holding it the whole time.
Dang, that's crazy.
Comic YouTubing, a content format that combines comic strips and video, pioneered by visionaries such as The Odd Ones Out and others, I assume. My personal favorite is Ice Cream Sandwich. Look at this little guy, so cute. But that changes after today. Now I'm my favorite. That's right, now I'm a comic YouTuber. And if you don't know why I'm making this transition, it's because
I'm attempting to get monetized in less time than it took Mr. Beast. So that way I'm on the path to be better than him. Welcome to the deadline.
no offense, dude, but you're kind of really dumb if you think you can actually... So the most common piece of advice I see from YouTubers is find your niche. What style and format of content will set you apart from the crowd? And I don't know what mine is, so I'm just gonna do all of them. Wow. I have had many misadventures when it comes to bodily waste. I get the distinct feeling that I'm not very good at it. Not that I've personally witnessed other people doing it. Do you mind? Nah, I'm good. For instance, most people are potty trained by 5 or something, but I didn't master the art of not peeing all over my bed every night till I was 7. For a long time, it was a privilege for me, even an honor, to wear underwear to bed. Every other night, I was rocking these fresh pull-ups. Something fun about pull-ups is that they curdle. Don't know how, but I can only assume the acidity of the pee would dissolve them into a kind of chunky, pasty, algae type thing. First time it happened, I thought I had laid eggs or something. One time, my parents bought me and my sister, who I shared a room with at the time, new mattresses for our beds. And as a way to combat my bladder issue, my mom decided the plastic wrap the mattress came in would just stay on. Make no mistake, I continued to drench the bed every night, but I guess this way the mattress wouldn't stain or something. It was kinda uncomfy, but the real victim was my sister, who every night just heard "Stop it!" Like I said earlier, underwear at night was a big deal to me.
Hey yo, where'd you get that fresh fit?
Ha! Your mom's house.
Oh, you're so cool and I'm just a loser.
Yeah, you are. So my mom would use it as motivation. If potting training was college, underwear was my diploma. So the deal was I had to go 5 days in a row without wetting the bed, then I'd officially have my bladder under control or something. Anyways, that went on for a while, and at some point my mom got it in her head that it was 3 days instead of 5, and I just didn't correct her. Now 5 whole days without squeezing the lemon all over my crinkly mattress seemed pretty daunting. But 3 days, that might be doable. So I locked in. I went 1 day. Easy. 2 days. Too easy. Day 3, the morning of, and my bed was bone dry. That's what's up. Now, quick side note, as a little boy, I was not too keen on sleeping. I would fight my parents every night to go to bed, and wake up at 6 in the morning to continue wreaking my havoc. Nowadays, if I wake up but don't have to be anywhere, I promptly knock right out again. Doing something like that when I was 6 or 7 was unheard of. Which is why this next part is so infuriating to me now, and if you have invested yourself into this bedwetting tale, then it will be to you as well. There I was, in my bed, and I noticed that I had to wee. But for the first time ever, that bed was feeling extra comfy, oh baby. But no, I have to get up. I have to get up and take care of my business, then the underwear will be mine for the taking. You moron, you stupid little idiot! You had the underwear inside, you were gonna win! The finish line was right there and you peed all over it! Ah! Needless to say, I was disappointed, but eventually I overcame my problem. I mean, obviously, could you imagine peeing yourself at my age? Oh. However, I have had a lot more trouble with pooping. Not so much the action itself, but more all the little social intricacies of doing it in public. Do you mind? Nah, dude, all good. I remember one time, My family was checking out of a hotel, and I began to feel the urge. I wandered back to the lobby bathroom, a one-person bathroom, which was not in the lobby, but in the hallway that leads to like the hotel pool and the gym and stuff. Anyways, I tried the door, but it was locked. Someone's in there. Ew. So I just sat there on the waiting bench that the hotel deemed necessary for whatever reason.
This is gonna be a popular spot. There should be a place for people to sit and wait their turn to take a dump.
Man, I wish I was smart like you.
Well, you're not.
Eventually, the dude in there finished, and he looked ever so, how should I put this, homeless? So I was slightly scared of what I might find in there, and when I finally went in, the smell, how can I describe the smell? It didn't particularly reek or anything, it's how the smell felt. The air in the room was warmer and thicker than usual. But I tried my best to put that aside. There was work to be done. For all my life, I refused to touch public toilet seats, something I pride myself on. So whenever I found myself in such precarious situations such as this one, I used the ancient and respected method, passed down to me by my father. I would lay toilet paper on the seat. Now I was a master of my craft. I could eyeball the circumference of the toilet seat and perfectly measure the correct length of toilet paper and skillfully fold said toilet paper precisely onto the seat. Fun fact, one time my grandpa got me these for Christmas after I told him this story. Now back to business. My pantaloons had hit the deck, and I was all set to, shall we say, lose some weight. Oh yeah. Everything was alright in the world when I noticed an itty bitty teensy weensy little baby detail. Oh crud. I hopped up immediately, pants still on the ground, Winnie the Pooh inspired fit, which started waddling over to the door when it started creaking open! I lunged the whole length of the room, absolutely obliterated the door shut with adrenaline, embarrassment, and the full weight of a neutron star! The poor guy on the other side probably flew back at Mach bajillion, cracking the drywall and landing on the waiting bench.
Told you so.
If I had waited milliseconds more, that guy's fingers, hand, heck, his whole arm would have been chopped off by that door. Feeling slightly bad, but mostly traumatized, I mustered up the greatest apology the world has ever seen. Sorry! And went along my merry way, forever to be haunted by what I had just experienced. I finished my business and washed my hands extra clean, partly to try and wash away my sins, but also because this guy was still in the back of my mind. And let me tell you, walking out that door, that was the worst eye contact I had ever experienced. Much better. Another time, it was my sister's birthday, not the one I shared a bedroom with as a small child, this one. And we went to this fancy schmancy Mexican restaurant with like a mariachi band and everything. And it was about the time that said mariachi band was making its way down to our table to sing Feliz Cumpleaños to my sister, when I started feeling the pressure building up in my bootay once more. So as my sister was turning beet red from feeling everyone's eyes on her, I slithered under the table and skedaddled myself over yonder to the potty. Now this potty was not a one-person potty, and I, in fact, do not enjoy taking dumps in the presence of other human people. So as you can imagine, I was pretty jazzed to see the bathroom empty. Ah, yeah, this the stuff. So I make my way to the stall and lay down the groundwork, then I went ahead and started the machine, happily alone. So you can imagine my dismay when this joker walks in and ruins everything. Doesn't he know this is a public bathroom and there could be other people in here? So inconsiderate. Luckily, he merely had a number one to take care of, because I do not know what to do if someone ever knocks on the stall where I'm taking care of business. Come in.
What?
Anyways, I did not want this guy to know I was in here too. I don't remember why. If I was trying to avoid social interaction, or if he had done something when I had come in to suggest that he thought he was alone. Then if I had made myself known, the tensions and awkwardness in the room would be so palpable that you could just smack it. So I lifted my feet as to not give myself away, and paused the process. Now to be halfway to the fetal position while trying to hold your poop is not a very easy thing. Beads of sweat on my forehead, butt so clenched the toilet paper I sat upon on the verge of ripping. He had no idea. I heard everything. The unzip, the pee hitting the bowl, but it wasn't what I heard that mattered, but what he heard. silence in that room was the loudest silence I had ever heard in my life. I, of course, didn't do anything else, just let him finish and leave, then I did the same. And years later, I can only hope for one of two things to help me save face. Either he was peeing so loud that somehow he didn't hear it, which is doubtful because there's no way anyone wouldn't have heard it, or that he was so focused or spaced out that when it happened, maybe, just maybe, he thought it was him. That's basically all I've got. Not that I probably couldn't think of more embarrassing bathroom stories, but like telling them would require more work. So yeah, subscribe or stuff.